From the very first second, this story hits harder than a midnight diss track dropping out of nowhere. Fans woke up confused, the industry woke up nervous, and social media lit up like a battlefield because Eminem, yes, Slim Shady himself, has finally taken action against a wild new company calling itself Shady. And the craziest part? Nobody saw this coming. Not even the people closest to him. Reports say tension has been building behind the scenes for weeks, but M only snapped after one move from this mysterious brand crossed a line that even his long career of beefs, controversies, and lawsuits has never prepared the world for. Sources claim Eminem's team stormed into an emergency meeting at 6 a.m., voices raised, emotions running high, and phones blowing up nonstop as the rapper allegedly said, "They really thought they could play with my name like that?" Fans are shocked, industry insiders are whispering, and even M's own family is reportedly divided on how far he should take this fight. But one thing is crystal clear, something serious is brewing, and the fallout might be bigger than anyone imagined. And this is just the beginning. The real chaos starts now. Nobody in the rap world, the business world, or even the trolling side of the internet expected something as strange, chaotic, and downright disrespectful as this. A random new company suddenly popping up online calling itself Shady. At first, people thought it was a joke. Just another meme brand trying to capitalize on nostalgia and chaos. The logo had a strange cartoon of a blonde guy diving into a pool, his hair dyed, so bright it almost looked neon. But then fans noticed something else, tiny details, phrases, visuals that were way too close to Eminem's image. Too familiar, too shady. At first, Eminem ignored it. He's been imitated 1,000 times, parroted 1,000,000. Nobody can keep up with how many jokes, spoofs, costumes, or wannabes have popped up since the early 2000s. But this time something felt different. Shady wasn't just a meme page. It wasn't a fan page. It wasn't even a harmless clothing line. It was a full-blown water sports lifestyle brand promoting itself like it owned the Shady name. They had Shady floatboards, the real Shady shorts, and even an ad campaign with actors dressed like Eminem performing corny little diss lines in swimming pools. And then came the moment that pushed everything over the edge. A viral clip dropped, a fake video of someone dressed like M, using his voice, jumping into a swimming pool and yelling, "Will the real Shady please dive in?" The comment section erupted. Half the people laughed. Half were confused. But the diehard fans? They were furious. One fan tweeted, "Nah, this is disrespectful. Y'all stealing Shady's whole identity. This is lawsuit behavior." Another said, "I'm shaking. Nah, somebody's getting sued for real." But someone else commented something that spread like wildfire. What if Eminem actually has something to do with this? A new era? A marketing stunt? And that, believe it or not, was the spark. Because overnight, conspiracy theories skyrocketed. People started editing fake Eminem swimming gear posters. Others claimed they had insider information, saying the rapper was pivoting into water sports because he was tired of rap beef. The internet turned into a circus. But behind the scenes, Eminem was not laughing. Sources say M was sitting with his team late at night reviewing the content. He barely said a word at first, just watched the screen with that cold, focused look he gets when something really bothers him. One insider recalled, his jaw tightened. That's when everyone knew it was serious. Someone on his team asked, "You want us to send a message?" Eminem replied, "Not yet." But the not yet didn't last long. The next day at 6 a.m., his phone started blowing up from friends, rappers, even other celebrities sending him videos of kids wearing Shady goggles on TikTok. One clip in particular set him off, a little kid rapping "Lose Yourself," but all the lyrics were changed to swimming references. And the comments all tagged M, saying, "Look what your brand is doing." He finally snapped. According to the insider, Eminem suddenly stood up and said, "That's it. They're playing with me now." He called an emergency meeting. Everybody rushed in, managers, lawyers, publicists, branding experts. Some were still wearing pajamas. And walked into the room holding his phone and threw it on the table. The viral swimming kid video was replaying over and over. "You think this is funny?" M said. Nobody spoke. You think these people can just jack my name, twist my legacy around, make me look like a clown in a swimming pool and get away with it? Someone tried to calm him down, saying, "It's probably just a fad, and it'll die down." Eminem shot back, "No, it won't die. These things never die. The internet lives forever." The tension in the room was thick. Voices rose. Opinions clashed. One lawyer said, "This is a clear trademark issue. They're using your name likeness because they know it sells. This is textbook infringement." Another advisor said, "Maybe responding will make it bigger. Maybe ignoring is better." Someone else said, "We don't want to look petty. You're Eminem. They're nobody." Eminem frowned hard. "I don't care who they are. They used my voice, my look, my legacy, and they're putting it on cheap flotation devices." He paused. "That's disrespect. And I won't let anyone disrespect my name." Fans online were meanwhile going wild with jokes, memes, and warnings. Some memes said Shady versus Swim Shady, summer's hottest beef. Others joked that Eminem was about to drop a diss track called Hydrophobic, but real fans kept saying the same thing: "Em needs to shut this down now." The family reaction made things messy. Haley reportedly sent him a text saying, "This is stupid. Don't stress yourself out. People online are weird." Elena apparently said, "You shouldn't let it get to you. It's not that deep." But Nathan, Em's younger brother, had a different reaction. He messaged, "Bro, if someone used my name like that, I'd be pissed. You should sue them instantly." That divided the family. Some wanted him to brush it off. Some wanted him to go nuclear. And when Eminem feels cornered, when the people he trusts have split opinions, that's when he retreats into his own head, and that's the most dangerous version of him. Meanwhile, Swim Shady doubled down on their trolling. Their official account posted, "No shade intended. We're just having fun." That caption alone added gasoline to the fire. People began tagging Eminem nonstop. "Yo, they calling you out. They mocking you. You gonna let this slide?" That night, Eminem reportedly sent a single message to his teen group chat: "We're taking action tomorrow." And that is where the real story begins. Not with a brand stealing his name, but with the moment Eminem decided he was done staying silent. Because when Slim Shady wakes up a sleeping beast inside him, the industry usually feels the earthquake. What he did next shocked everybody, and it changed the entire narrative forever. The morning after Eminem sent that chilling group chat message, "We're taking action tomorrow," the entire atmosphere inside his team headquarters shifted. People who normally joked around and played music while working showed up stiff, quiet, and tense. Everyone knew that when Eminem said he was taking action, it wasn't going to be a warning shot. It was going to be a full-on strike. At exactly 8:15 a.m., Eminem walked in wearing a hoodie, baseball cap, and that dead serious expression that everyone recognizes from his most iconic battles. He didn't sit. He didn't waste time. He stood at the head of the conference table and said, "Open the file." A legal advisor clicked on the projector, and a slideshow appeared. Every single screenshot, advertisement, brand logo, and TikTok video related to Swim Shady flickered on screen. The room looked like a crime investigation board. Eminem watched the entire montage silently, arms crossed. When it ended, he finally said, "So, what's the plan?" One lawyer stepped forward. "We recommend sending a cease and desist letter immediately. This brand is using your name, your identity, and elements of your career in a way that creates confusion. It's legally actionable." Another lawyer added, "If they respond aggressively or refuse, then we escalate. Full lawsuit." Someone else chimed in, "We also need to publicly separate you from this. People think you're behind this. The conspiracy theories are getting out of hand." Eminem rubbed his forehead. "I don't want people thinking I'm out here selling pool noodles." The room laughed nervously. He then said quietly but with force, "Send the letter." But that wasn't even the dramatic part. The dramatic part came when someone subtly slid a thick folder toward him. Inside was a printout of comments made by the owners of Swim Shady. The first time Em ever saw who was behind the brand. Two brothers from Miami, both under 30. both known for trolling celebrities for clout, both openly bragging on a podcast about being fans of Eminem, but also smarter than him when it comes to marketing. Eminem stared at that line for a solid 5 seconds. "Smarter than me?" he said slowly. One manager tried to defuse the moment. "They're just clout chasers. Don't take it personally." But M's eyes narrowed. "This is personal." And that's when he made the decision that shocked his whole team. "I want to meet them," he said. Everyone froze. You could have heard a pin drop. A publicist stuttered. "And meet them? Like face-to-face?" Another added, "I don't think that's wise. They want attention. You showing up gives them exactly what they want." Eminem leaned in. "I don't care what they want. I want them to hear it from me, in their face, that they crossed a line." The room scrambled. Some whispered. Some ejected. Some looked terrified. But Eminem didn't change his mind. His voice was low, controlled, and final. "Set it up." Word spread quickly. And when a rumor said Eminem was planning to confront the Swim Shady owners, social media lost its mind. "You Eminem about to slide on Swim Shady El Mayo. Bro, this is about to be the funniest beef of 2025. M is not playing with these water park influencers FR. Fans were hyped. Others were nervous. Some begged him not to go because they feared the brothers might try to bait him into a viral, embarrassing moment. But Eminem was locked in. When he gets that tunnel vision, nobody can stop him. 3 days later, the confrontation happened. It was arranged at a private business office in downtown Detroit, neutral ground, security everywhere, nobody with a phone allowed inside. Swim Shady's 2 owners arrived wearing ridiculous matching aqua blue suits like they were cartoon villains. Eminem's team rolled their eyes the moment they stepped in. Eminem entered last, quiet, composed, dressed in all black. One of the brothers smirked and said, "Yo, Slim, didn't think you'd actually show up." M sat down slowly. "You stole my name," the other brother laughed. "It's a parody, man. Relax." Eminem's jaw clenched slightly. "Parody doesn't give you the right to imitate my voice." "We didn't imitate," the first brother said. "AI did." Eminem leaned forward. "Exactly." The room went dead silent. The older brother shrugged. "Look, we admire you. We grew up listening to you. This is just fun. It's playful. We knew using your name would get attention." Eminem's voice dropped low. "So you admit it, he wasn't loud. He didn't curse." But the way he said those 3 words felt like a warning bell. A lawyer jumped in, trying to keep things civil. "If you two agree to discontinue use of the name Swim Shady, hand over the domains, and shut down all merchandise, we can avoid a lawsuit." The brothers exchanged a look, then burst out laughing. "No," the older one said. "We're not shutting anything down. You don't own the word swim, and you don't own a joke." The younger one added, "You should actually thank us. We're keeping you relevant with the kids." That was it. Eminem stood up slowly, stared them dead in the eyes, and said, "I don't need clout from anybody, especially from 2 dudes selling inflatable pool toys." The brothers opened their mouths to respond, but M cut them off sharply. "You got 48 hours. Shut it down yourselves, or I will shut it down for you." He didn't yell. He didn't rant. His voice was steady, icy, and cold enough to freeze the whole room. He walked out. His team followed. The brothers were left speechless. And that moment, the stare down, the threat, the shift in energy became the stuff of rumors. Even though no phones were allowed inside, leaks immediately hit social media. One alleged witness tweeted, "Eminem scared the soul out of them Swim Shady dudes. They were shaking." Another claimed, "Bro, he didn't even raise his voice. Just stared at them like he was about to rap battle their ancestors." Fans went crazy. Memes exploded. The brothers became instant villains. Eminem became the hero of a brand new internet saga. But what happened next was even more dramatic, because those brothers didn't shut down anything. Instead, they escalated it. And that turned a simple trademark issue into a full-blown war. The Swim Shady brothers had 48 hours. 48 clean, simple hours to shut everything down quietly, hand over the brand name, delete their videos, and disappear back into whatever corner of Miami they crawled out of. Eminem gave them a choice: respectful, fair, and surprisingly peaceful considering they used his identity, his voice, his legacy, and twisted it into a joke. But instead of backing down, they decided to go nuclear. The world woke up the next morning to a new Swim Shady promo video. Bigger, bolder, and 10 times more disrespectful than anything they had posted before. In the video, the two brothers wore blonde wigs, white tank tops, and fake tattoos. They stood on diving boards with microphones in their hands. They weren't just trolling Eminem, they were imitating him. The older brother started rapping, mocking M's cadence. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? In the deep end, the younger one added, Mom's spaghetti? Nah, Mom's swim goggles. The comments section instantly exploded. Oh nah, they just signed their own funeral. Y'all are begging to get sued into extinction. This is disrespect at Olympic level, some people joked. But most were furious. Even fans who normally make memes about Eminem were like, okay, that's too far. The video hit 1 million views in 6 hours. And the Swim Shady brothers weren't done. They went on Instagram Live later that afternoon, proudly announcing, we're not scared of anybody. If Eminem wants a fight, he can come get it. We're not backing down. Swim Shady forever. The younger brother even added with a smirk, hey Slim, if you're watching this, come take a swim, old man. Comments flew across the screen. Old man? Yeah, you done. You poking a lion with a pool noodle, bro. Watch him destroy y'all in court so fast. But then, the real breaking point hit. A fan DM'd Eminem's daughter, Haley, a clip of the brothers mentioning her name during their live stream. They joked that since Eminem was too emotional, maybe Haley should join Swim Shady as a brand ambassador for their women's swim line. That comment crossed every boundary. Haley posted a cryptic tweet minutes later. There's a difference between jokes and disrespect. They just crossed it. The entire fanbase erupted. You. They got Haley involved now? Shady family is mad. M is about to body these dudes in and out of court. Within an hour, M's brother Nathan joined the conversation, posting on Instagram. These clowns think they're funny. Let's see how funny they are when the lawsuit hits. Now, the entire family was in it. And whenever the Shady family is united, it becomes a storm. Meanwhile, Eminem himself didn't post anything publicly. Not a tweet, not a statement, not even a cryptic Instagram story. And that silence scared everyone more than anything else. Because everyone knew, when Eminem goes quiet, he's plotting. Back at his house, insiders say M watched the viral videos with a stone-cold expression. He didn't yell, didn't pace, didn't slam, anything. That worried his team more than anger ever would. One insider said, when he shuts down like that, that's when he's the most dangerous. He's not acting out emotionally. He's strategizing. A manager leaned over and said softly, you want to respond publicly? Eminem shook his head. No, not yet. The manager asked, you want us to release the cease and desist? Eminem looked up. Send it. And something else too. Something else, he nodded. Prepare the full lawsuit. I'm done playing. At that exact same moment, across the country, the Swim Shady brothers were celebrating their Instagram Live numbers like they just dropped the greatest rap album of the decade. They ordered champagne, posted stories laughing, and even uploaded a picture of themselves next to an inflatable pool toy shaped like a microphone with a caption, Dear Eminem, come catch this wave. Fans flooded their comments. You guys are literally suicidal. You poked a grizzly bear. This is not going to end well at all, but trolls hyped them up even more. Swim Shady on top. Y'all making history. M is washed, y'all winning. The brothers believed the hype. They had no idea what they had unleashed. 48 hours later, a thick envelope arrived at their brand's office. It was stamped with a law firm name so intimidating it made the receptionist gasp. Inside was the official cease and desist from Eminem's team. But attached behind it was the lawsuit, a full trademark infringement, identity violation, and unauthorized likeness exploitation lawsuit. The brothers went live again, showing the document to their followers, laughing like it was all part of the show. The older one said, look at this. Eminem's suing us because we're funnier than him. The younger one added, Bro's scared of the pool, but professional lawyers and branding experts jumped into the live stream comments warning them, "This isn't a joke. You two are in real trouble. You need legal representation immediately. This lawsuit is serious. You can lose everything." The brothers kept laughing until a reporter posted a leaked detail from the case. Eminem's team was demanding not only the shutdown of Swim Shady, but also financial compensation for damages and full ownership of the brand assets. That meant the brothers could lose their entire business and future earnings. Suddenly, their smiles faded. But things got worse. News outlets began covering the story. TMZ ran a headline, "Eminem declares war on Swim Shady." Rap blogs posted articles like, "Shady versus Swim Shady, the battle nobody asked for, but everyone is watching. The disrespect, the trolling, the mocking, the involvement of Haley all turned into a massive cultural conversation." Rappers began chiming in. 50 Cent posted, "These dudes about to learn today." Joyner Lucas tweeted, "Y'all should have left that man alone." Even Snoop Dogg commented, "Ain't nobody swimming their way out of this one." But the most unexpected thing? Dr. Dre reportedly called him privately and said, "Let me know if you want me in the courtroom." That alone sent social media into meltdown. People were saying things like, "Dre and M versus Pool Toy Brothers? LMAO, this is a movie. This is bigger than half the rap beefs we've ever had." But what happened next? Nobody expected. Because the Swim Shady brothers, instead of apologizing or backing down, filed a countersuit. Their claim? That Eminem was bullying them, interfering with their business, and trying to destroy their creative vision. Fans laughed so hard the internet felt like it collapsed. But Eminem? He didn't laugh. He did something far more intense. He prepared a move that would change everything. And nobody, not even his closest friends, knew what he was planning. The countersuit from the Swim Shady brothers shocked absolutely everyone. It was bold, reckless, and borderline delusional. They claimed Eminem, a global icon, a music legend, and one of the most respected artists alive, was bullying them. They insisted he was using his fame to intimidate small creators. Their lawyer, a guy who looked like he'd just graduated law school last week, stood outside the courthouse saying, "My clients are innovators. They've created a bold, artistic brand that stands on its own. Eminem is trying to silence creativity." The clip went viral immediately, in the worst way possible. Someone commented, "Bro, you made pool noodles with Slim Shady's face on them." Another wrote, "Bold and artistic? It's literally dollar store Eminem." And someone else said what everyone was thinking. These dudes cooked their own careers. But while the internet clowned the brothers, Eminem remained silent. No tweets. No interviews. No cryptic posts. Nothing. And then the rumors started. Eminem is plotting something crazy. He's coming back with a diss track. He's about to destroy them publicly. Rap forums filled with theories. Some swore he was shooting a music video. Others claimed he was going to appear in court himself. A few even said he planned to purchase the entire Swim Shady brand just to burn it. But the truth? Eminem was preparing something far bigger. Behind closed doors in Detroit, he met with marketing experts, brand advisors, film producers, and his legal team. They worked non-stop. Whiteboards filled with notes. Lawyers ran back and forth. Assistants carried stacks of paperwork that looked like they weighed more than a human toddler. One insider whispered, "This isn't a lawsuit anymore. This is a strategy." Even 50 Cent called M one night confused. "Yo, what you plotting?" he asked. Eminem responded with one sentence, "I'm ending this permanently." Meanwhile, the Swim Shady brothers were oblivious. They kept stirring drama online. They filmed a parody sketch in a kiddie pool, pretending Eminem was crying about his brand. They posted a video of themselves shouting, "Real Swim Shady forever." They even released knockoff goggles called Mom's Spaghetti Splash Specs. But the stupidest move? They announced a Swim Shady summer launch party at a beach in Florida. Thousands of people RSVP'd just for the chaos. They bragged on Instagram, "Eminem can't stop the wave. We're unstoppable." But 3 days before the event, the world suddenly stopped. A shocking headline appeared everywhere. Eminem files massive lawsuit, seeks complete seizure of Swim's Shady brand. The details leaked quickly. The lawsuit wasn't small anymore. M's legal team wasn't playing. They were demanding full shutdown of the brand, complete ownership of Swim's Shady trademarks, financial compensation, seizure of inventory, seizure of digital assets. A public apology. Fans went nuts. This is DEFCON 1. M is coming for everything. Bro about to repossess the inflatable flamingos. The Swim's Shady brothers panicked for the first time. They went live looking stressed, dark circles under their eyes, voices shaky. The older one said, "Y'all, this is bad. This is really bad." The younger one admitted, "We didn't expect this. He's trying to take everything." The energy shifted. Their cockiness disappeared. For the first time, they looked scared. But what happened next? Nobody was prepared. Because Eminem finally broke his silence. He posted a single video on Instagram, black background, minimal text, no music, no edits. It simply said, "Tomorrow at 9 a.m. That was it. 4 words. But those 4 words broke the internet. Millions of fans flooded the comments. He's coming. Drop the diss track. World War Shady. Celebrities reposted it. News outlets speculated non-stop. The Swim's Shady brothers posted frantic stories asking, "What is he planning?" But nobody knew. 9 a.m. The next morning arrived, and Eminem dropped something nobody could have possibly predicted. It wasn't a diss track. It wasn't a rant. It wasn't a press conference. It was a documentary-style video, 3 minutes long. In it, Eminem calmly explained everything. The disrespect, the use of his voice, the exploitation of fans, the crossing of boundaries, the mockery involving his family. He spoke in a low, serious tone. "My name means something to me. I worked my whole life for it. I'm not letting anyone twist it into something cheap." Then the screen cut to footage of the Swim's Shady ads, the wigs, the pool toys, the mocking videos. Eminem continued, "This isn't about jokes. This is about stealing. This is about disrespect. And this is about protecting what I built." Then came the dagger. He announced that he wasn't just suing them, he was launching his own official brand called Shady Waters, a real, official, trademarked lifestyle brand. Elegant, professional, legit. Not a joke. Not a parody. The real Slim Shady. And then he ended with a line that fans would quote for months. "There can be a lot of things in the water, but there's only one Shady." The video went nuclear. 20 million views in 1 hour. The Swim's Shady brothers? Their live stream reaction was a meltdown. The older one screamed, "He stole our idea." The younger one yelled, "We're done. We're done." Their comment section roasted them so bad that they turned off the chat. But the final blow hadn't even landed yet. Because later that afternoon, a judge officially sided with Eminem. The ruling? Swim's Shady was forced to shut down. All assets were seized. The Instagram page was deleted. The merchandise warehouse was locked. The brand name was awarded to Eminem. And the brothers? They faced financial penalties so huge that one reporter said, "These two won't be able to afford a kiddie pool after this." Within 24 hours, Eminem's new Shady Waters website went live. Clean, stylish, nothing like the parody garbage the brothers made. The internet exploded with laughter, memes, and celebration. Just Thanos snapped their entire business. He didn't just win. He humiliated them. Bro really pulled up with a lawsuit and a whole brand. Goat behavior. Reporters tried interviewing the Swim's Shady brothers, but they went silent. Deleted their socials. Vanished. Gone. Meanwhile, Eminem released a short message on X. "Don't play with my name. Simple. Sharp. Final." Fans called it the coldest line of the year. And just like that, the war ended. Eminem stood victorious. And the brothers? They learned the hardest lesson of their lives. Don't try to troll a legend. You won't just lose. You'll get erased. The dust hadn't even settled, but the entire rap world could feel it. That eerie, silent moment after an earthquake where everyone just waits to see what else is going to fall apart. The story had spiraled from whispers to rumors to full-blown chaos, dragging every major name into a tornado of speculation. And even though every part of this saga lived somewhere between fact, exaggeration, and pure internet-made mythology, the reaction was real. The impact was real. The shockwaves across the culture were real. People had been watching this unfold like a 4-season Netflix show that somehow dropped all episodes at once. The comment sections were overloaded, fan pages were splitting in half, and every rap podcast on the planet was calling it the wildest timeline of 2025. But the craziest part? Nobody actually knew the full truth. Not yet. Because behind all the viral clips, the leaked audio, the suspicious screenshots, the shaky footage, the dramatic interviews, the emotional posts, there were two different stories playing out at the same time. The story the internet told. The story that actually happened. And somewhere in the middle, that's where the real tension lived. The aftermath. Everyone looks guilty. Nobody admits anything the moment the last episode of drama hit the fan. Every major celebrity involved went silent. Social media managers took over pages. PR teams held emergency meetings. Screenshots started disappearing. Statements were edited. Comments were turned off. Posts were archived. That's how you always know things are serious, when people stop talking. But fans didn't stop. If anything, they became detectives overnight. Zooming in on background reflections, audio-enhancing phone videos, comparing timestamps, analyzing tone of voice like they were CSI agents. Even though the story was fictionalized, exaggerated, and sensationalized, the internet treated it like it was a murder case. The fan war no one wanted to lose. Entire fan bases were now in full-blown war mode. One side said the whole situation exposed hidden tensions everybody secretly suspected for years. Another side claimed everything was manipulated, clipped, taken out of context. A third group insisted this was some strategic industry rollout, that the labels orchestrated the chaos to boost streams. And a fourth group, the conspiracy theorists, said none of these celebs were even involved. It was all AI deepfakes and staged leaks. Regardless of sides, every group had one thing in common. They refused to let their favorite artist be the bad guy. That's the thing about rap culture. Loyalty is everything. Even in fictional drama, fans protect their own like it's a religion. The unexpected turn, a message drops, then, out of nowhere, boom. A single message dropped online. Anonymous, unverified, mysterious, but it spread like wildfire. The message didn't point fingers, didn't blame anyone, didn't expose a secret. Instead, it hinted that the real story behind all the chaos was something the public hadn't even considered yet. A story nobody expected. A story that would flip everything upside down. It said, "The truth isn't in what you saw, it's in what you weren't supposed to see." That one line sent the whole internet back into meltdown. Because what did that mean? Was there something bigger? Something still hidden? Something that made all the arguments, screenshots, soundbites, and theories look small by comparison? People started rewatching everything, rereading everything, reanalyzing the timelines. The drama that seemed chaotic suddenly started to look connected, like puzzle pieces everyone had overlooked. The collision. Now everyone has a reason to speak, with pressure building and fan bases clashing. The celebrities caught in the fictional storm couldn't stay silent forever. Each one now had something to prove. Some wanted to clear their image. Some wanted to correct the narrative. Some wanted to expose the truth. And some wanted to protect secrets bigger than the drama itself. But what nobody expected was this. All sides were preparing statements, but the tone wasn't defensive, wasn't apologetic, wasn't angry. It was decisive. Everyone involved seemed ready to end the saga once and for all. But not with fighting, not with leaks, not with more accidental posts. They were preparing a united front. And that shocked the internet more than any beef ever could. The final play, the truth goes public, then came the final twist. A joint statement dropped. Not from one celebrity, not from two, but from all of them. And the message was simple. This story got bigger than it was ever meant to be. The world turned speculation into mythology. So here's the truth. Nothing you saw was the full picture. Not the rumors, not the leaks, not the viral moments. But we're choosing unity over chaos. And we're closing this chapter together. In one move, they shut down. The beef theories, the betrayal narratives, the industry conspiracy threads, the secret feud. Rumors, every platform went silent for a few seconds. That rare, magical moment where the whole internet tries to process something at the same time. Then came the explosion. This is the plot twist nobody saw coming. They ended it like a movie. This wasn't drama, this was a whole cinematic universe. Fans didn't get the detailed answers they wanted, but they got something better. A legendary ending to a legendary fictional saga. The legacy. How the story will be remembered in the end. This story won't be remembered for the rumors, the drama, or the chaos. It'll be remembered because it felt alive. It felt unpredictable. It felt bigger than any one person. It blurred the lines between myth and music, reality and imagination, celebrity and storytelling. It reminded everyone that the rap world, real or fictional, is built on loyalty, rivalry, suspense, ego, emotion, and the constant fear of betrayal. This saga had it all. And even though the chapter is closed, the internet will talk about this forever. Because legends don't end, they echo.